Good morning, students. I welcome you all to this school year 2021-2022. This is a short science class orientation. I am Mrs. Janity Aringoy, your science teacher in grade 5. So I have here science codes. Each section has its own code. Like we have here grade 5 Rizal, which I named them Young Scientist. They have their own code. And then we have here for grade 5 Bonifacio, I call them Science Explorer. Science Buddy for grade 5 Aguinaldo. Science Cleaver for grade 5 Mabini. And grade 5 Del Pilar is New Age Science Group. So you need to use your own code in joining in your Google Classroom. Again, each section has its own science code. So your science schedule is every Tuesday. For Class A students, you have 8 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. And then for Class B students, your time is 8:45 a.m. to 9:15 a.m. So just wait for the link to be submitted on your group chat. So every week or every after your synchronous class, you have a certain worksheet to answer. So where are you going to get the certain worksheets? So for online students, you can upload it in your Google Classroom. And then for modular students, you can get your printed in school following the posted schedule. And for your submission, this must be followed strictly. This time we are going to impose a rule that you need to follow the deadline we are giving to you. So every Friday is the schedule of submission, meaning to say if our synchronous discussion is Tuesday, so after our discussion you can already upload the worksheets in your Google Classroom, as well as the printed material is already given to you ahead of time. Okay, so a you have a lot of time to finish the task or to finish your worksheet. So we have here every Friday. So you can also submit your work Thursday, or if you have finished it already that time, you can submit it before Friday. So I have here list of topics per quarter. For quarter 1, we have for week 1 and 2, use the properties of materials, whether they are useful or harmful. And for week 3 and 4, investigate changes that happen in materials under the following conditions. We have presence or lack of oxygen, and then the application of heat. For week 5 and 6, design a product out of local and recyclable solid or liquid materials in making useful products. For quarter number 2, we have week 1, describe the parts of reproductive system and their functions. Explain the menstrual cycle for week 2. Week 3, describe the different modes of reproduction in animals such as butterflies, mosquitoes, frogs, cats, and dogs. And for week 4, describe the reproductive parts in plants and their functions. Describe the different modes of reproduction in flowering and non-flowering plants such as moss, fern, mongo, and others for week 5. And for week 6, discuss the interactions among living things and non-living things in estuaries and intertidal zones. For quarter 3, we have for week 1, describe the motion of an object by tracing and measuring its change in position and distance traveled over a period of time. Discuss why some materials are good conductors of heat and electricity for week 2. Relate the ability of the material to block, absorb, or transmit light to its use for week 3. Week 4, infer the conditions necessary to make a bulb light up. Week 5, determine the effects of changing the number or type of components in a circuit. And for week 6, design an experiment to determine the factors that affect the strength of the electromagnet. And then for the last quarter, which is quarter 4, we have described how rocks turn into soil for week 1, investigate extent of soil erosion in community and its effects on living things and environment for week 2. Week 3, we have characterize weather disturbances in the Philippines and describe their effects to daily life. Week 4, infer the pattern in the changes in appearance of the moon. And then for week 5, identify star patterns that can be seen at particular time of the year. And then we have here our grading system for this new normal. This is according to DepEd Order number 31 Series 2020. And this is, we have here two components, written works and performance task. So for our subject, which is science, as you can see here, we have 50% for written works and 50% for performance task. So let's discuss this too. For written works, this shall be administered to assess essential knowledge and understandings through quizzes, long or unit tests, and other written works. Like for example, your worksheets are or belong here in written works, and then also your summative test and other written outputs. So that is 50% of your grade. Then we have performance task. So these refer to assessment tasks that allow learners to show what they know and are able to do in diverse way. So they may create or innovate products. So we give them performance task wherein they can apply what they understand and the knowledge they acquire during the discussion. So this is also 50% in your grade. Then for our synchronous class, so that our discussion will be smooth, all these rules must be followed. Number 1, find a comfortable place and quiet place to study. So in your house, you must already set a place wherein you can have your synchronous class. So you must have your own table and chair for during your class time. Next, we have also be prepared and must log in 10 minutes before the scheduled time. So you give your time to prepare all the things you need before the class, and then do not forget to log in on the link before the said schedule or before the said time. And then we have also turn off your microphone when it is not your turn to speak. So if you have already joined in your Google Meet, do not forget to turn off the microphone icon so that you cannot disturb, especially if your teacher is already giving some instruction, or if your teacher is already starting the discussion. So when is your time to speak, or when is the time you need to turn on your microphone? So if your teacher is giving you the permission to speak, or if you click on the raised hand icon and then your name is being called by your teacher, so that is the time you are to on your microphone and then try to speak. Okay. And then we have respect your teachers and classmates. So this is very important so that we can have a harmonious relationship throughout this school year. Okay. Then we have post only relevant messages in comments in our chat box. So this is very important. So do not send messages that is not related to our topics or discussions. So there are times that your teachers are requiring you to send your answer in our chat box, so that is good. But if you are sending messages, like you are talking to your classmates with other things that are not related to our topic, that is not allowed. And then we have stay focused and disciplined. You must be focused on the lesson, on the discussion of your teacher. And to show discipline, you need to follow all the rules that is being implemented. Then we have check always your inbox for any announcements from your teacher. So you must also be aware that you need to check on your inbox. Like for example, if your teacher are sending link for a specific app for you to log in, so that is also very important because that is showing participation. Like for example, your teacher is sending important announcement regarding the following discussion. Maybe your teacher are giving you uh, things to prepare before the next meeting, before starting for the next week, this topic. Okay, so that you must be prepared on the following week. So you need also to check your inbox regularly. And then we have, this is very important class, so that you can enjoy your school year 2021-2022, your experience in grade 5, uh, so that you will not experience struggles in your studies. So you need to submit all your requirements, all your outputs, your written works, your performance task ahead of time or on time at least, so that you will not be having problems in doing such things. Okay, so submitting it on time is much better. Then we have rule number 9, participate actively. So this is very important class, especially this type of modalities that we have, uh, that we are only doing our class through internet. So that we can at least know how you participated in our class. So you need to answer some questions if your teachers are asking one. You need to participate on different apps that your teacher are sending you, so that your teacher will know you better. So if your name always pop up on our screen, so we can at least know who you are and who students are participating. And then we have, do not hesitate to ask questions on things you don't understand. So if you have uh, something that you need to clarify, do not hesitate or do not be afraid to ask your teacher. Just try to click on the raise hand button on your computer. So, or after the discussion, I think the teacher I will give you time for this matter, asking questions. Okay? So, I hope that this school year will be a wonderful school year to all of you. And following all these rules will I know that it uh, will help you to be more productive in this school year 2021-2022. Okay. Thanks for listening and good luck and enjoy learning.